The most recent one was in April 2025. This is not new to Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré may not be the first to face death every day. There was a man called Thomas Sankara who wanted to change the face of Burkina Faso and set the country free. His people loved him so much. He couldn't live to make it possible, although he was the one who changed the name of Burkina Faso from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso and started the transformation.
Par contre, Burkina Faso est un nom puisé dans le terroir même, qui a une signification dans notre langue. Qui veut dire patrie des hommes honnêtes.
They used his closest friend to take him out. They later rewarded his friend and made him the president after he helped them to take out Sankara.
A final goodbye to Thomas Sankara and 12 of his companions who are being laid to rest at a memorial in Ouagadougou. A court last year convicted several military commanders and Sankara's closest friend, former President Blaise Compaoré, for their role in the assassination.
Just like the way they took Thomas Sankara out with his closest friend, they want to do so to Ibrahim Traoré, this time with his soldiers. But before we get there, let us look at how Ibrahim Traoré came to power, the challenges he has faced so far, his achievements, his mistakes. All these will help us to understand why they don't like Ibrahim Traoré. This video will also discuss how China came to his rescue, what caused the Traoré protests, and how he wants to start an African revolution.
Je jure devant le peuple.
I swear before the people of Burkina Faso and on my honor to preserve, respect, uphold, and defend the constitution to all inhabitants of Burkina Faso.
À tous les habitants du Burkina Faso.
Since Ibrahim Traoré came to power in September 2022, after conducting a military coup that removed the then interim president Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, who himself came to power through a coup just 8 months earlier in January 2022. Since then, Traoré has positioned himself as a revolutionary figure, using anti-colonial and pan-Africanist language to show his love to change Africa, starting from Burkina Faso. His decision to take over power was mainly because he felt that the previous leadership was failing to deal effectively with Burkina Faso's worsening security situation. He then organized his fellow young soldiers and removed the same government he helped to come to power.
In Burkina Faso, there's been a second coup this year. A faction of the army has overthrown the previous coup leader turned president Paul-Henri Damiba. Captain Ibrahim Traoré has been announced as the new leader of the West African nation.
Ibrahim Traoré has been on a strong mission to set his country free from any Western influence. He has done this by nationalizing his country's wealth and expelling French soldiers from Burkina Faso, stating that his government wished to tackle the security problem independently without the help of France.
And the first thing was to ask them to leave our army. They left. And what I told you not long ago, you cannot hope to find your lost object by calling on the one who stole it to come and help you find it.
Since he announced the French soldiers to leave Burkina Faso, he instead went closer to Russia. He had made Putin his closest and most powerful friend.
Camarade Président Vladimir Poutine.
So far, although Russia is also an European power, but this decision seems to be accepted by most persons in Africa. It has gathered some form of approval, not just in Burkina Faso, but across Africa and among Africans in diaspora. This shows how the people in most parts of Africa would love to be friends with Russia, wave the Russian flag and burn the French flag.
Russia will help us because of the bloodshed and suffering of our military, because of some politicians who only offer bad governance. We want Russia.
Aside the security and political moves, Burkina Faso under Ibrahim Traoré is also aiming for more control over its resources, and as such, it has changed its mining legislation and created a new state mining corporation called SOPAMIB, Société de Participation Minérale du Burkina. I just wish I got it right, but this move immediately got approval by people who have been advocating for a pro-national government in Africa, where every African country's wealth should be distributed within the country and not taken over over by foreigners. After setting up Supermib, the country immediately took control of 2 industrial gold mines, one in Bongno and the other one in Wagnion. These gold mines were formerly controlled by a UK-based gold mining company, Endeavour Mining.
Burkina Faso, as the top gold producer in West Africa, might just be setting the stage for other countries to follow. It could really change how the gold mining industry operates in the region.
But in a twist of events, in April 2025, Ibrahim Traoré and the Burkina Faso government decided to grant an industrial mining license to a Russian company called North Gold. This was the same government that took away such opportunity from a UK company. The difference here is that this deal with the Russian company was done under Burkina Faso's new mining regulation, and it is projected to contribute about $89 million to the Burkina Faso state budget over a period of about 4 years. Earlier in April, Burkina Faso noted that it aims to gain more control over foreign-owned industrial mines and by extension, a larger share of revenue from its natural resources. This is what most African countries are hoping for.